Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Check safety.
80 weapons.
Watch out. Joker.
Look at me. Go.
On first down, it's Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Based on travel.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey, Jack. Snap.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Foxtrot.
Kill. Under 10.
Hard. Under 10.
From the gun, here's Smith. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. From the red zone now, Smith. This is caught. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Smith toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Check. Lucky.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20. Two-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rivers. Looking for Allen. he's got him on the slam. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's get it together. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
55 is my guy, 55.
Hey, go orange.
To the air again here, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26. Line just across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set. 390.
Mike 54.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 29, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Set. Front 80.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And Allen's got it. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill.
Check 50. Check 50.
Zero.
Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 3.
White, 89.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
48. 48, Mike. 48.
Keep it skinny.
Silver, silver.
Touch.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
Alpha.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play fake, Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
36-yard line.
Red Delta.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Switch it. Come here.
Hey, Delta!
Topper!
He's coming. Double up.
Now Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. The Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Now Gordon on 1st down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. They go play action. Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, Rocket!
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, Elliott. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Running with Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Caught by Allen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, Charles, taking a step back for a second, let's look at the undefeated teams still left in the NFL. We got New England, KC, they're 4-0, and then San Fran, they were open last week. They didn't have a game, so they're still at 3-0. We only have 3 teams left.
And they have the easiest path, not just because they have the open week, but how about New England getting challenged by Buffalo? Yes, they were on the road, but you don't often think of Buffalo as a team to really press New England. They did. And Kansas City, they got
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rivers now. Going deep here for Allen. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd down. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Flush to his right. Gets it to Gordon. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He's got his man. It's Williams. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Block 15.
Play action now. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll run with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. This is Elliott. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 48 for Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
Following the interception here, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
Check three.
Red!
Rivers. And this is incomplete.
Rivers pass intended for Travis Benjamin. Incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go.
Red Delta! Alpha! 25!
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gordon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. 52 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a terrific return as he takes.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Slow right in.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. On 1st and 10, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And some space here. A big play there for KC. 48 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. McCoy, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. On 2nd and 7. Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's second, and he's taken down back at his own 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mahomes going to throw. He finds McCoy. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Elliott. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Elliott. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, kid.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 from the shotgun. It's a give to McCoy. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Sunday.
You ain't going nowhere.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
This is Howard on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
It's caught by Jackson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Here we go. 280! Tyson. 61, matchbox lights.
Check. He's checking.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. Nifty move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, here's McCoy. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, they run with Howard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the toss play, Howard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
Hang in there now.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. 72 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Great 15. Great 15.
And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to... Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. On play action, it's Mahomes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
10. Undercrush. Quiet, 64, weak.
Attack.
Check 53.
Attack.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go with Howard again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for two, unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, it's complete to Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. This one complete to Sproles. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, it's Howard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's get it.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his pass incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
15.
Here's McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
Butker's
kick here is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Wood.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That's me. Check.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart.
Sunday.
53's the mark. 53. Check.
Alpha.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm coming.
On 1st down, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. 1st and 10. Here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This by 7.
56 is the mic.
Watch the
slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, high 7.
56. Pick me up. Here we go. Shoot. Check the hot read.
81.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focus.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
ready?
50 seconds to Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 57, Mike, 57. Watch the pass.
Alert.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here's Carson. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Good job right there.
57 to Mike. 57.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
14.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Say.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
36 power.
Hatchet.
They'll run with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, check. Fresno.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
54. Mike, 54.
It's been a long day for you. Mike,
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
Well, can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the North. Because we thought it would be a tough division coming into the season because I felt like you could make a case for everyone but Detroit when the season began. Now we're looking at Minnesota. They seem a little uncertain at 2-2. Chicago just lost their quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, for an indefinite amount of time, but that defense is playing awfully well. And Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. So I think that division now is brutal, and then you've got to throw in Detroit. It's not the same old Lions. Matthew Stafford, he plays with heart, played hurt, and I think that they are improving as time goes on.
How about the AFC?
Well, I think the AFC South. Everyone's 2-2. We thought it would be a tough division. We thought it would be intriguing. And Gardner Minshew's mustache really adds a little extra intrigue to the whole thing. And we saw Marcus Mariota get off the deck and play well last week, too.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Quick, Mike, Niners.
Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
You run.
Go, guys, 4 down.
Mike 5-4. Short.
Check pass.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Rashad Penny, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait, that 380?
Right there, 54 Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Malcolm.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Ozzy! Ozzy!
Brady now on first down. He's got White here. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, he's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that,
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 9. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Nugent tacking on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, check it. Bravo.
On play action, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, orbit.
Brady will try again on second down. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
That's the end of the
Let's make these babies cry all the way
with the
back
score
home.
tied 7-7.
We play to win. Let's go.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Get your swerve on.
Get that.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Nugent hits the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jason Witten, 43 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
54 right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alabama. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 54.
Check it, reload.
Not today. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Go.
You remember me?
Alpha.
Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught. This is White. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brady on target to Edelman. He got 29 yards that time. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
I'm coming after you.
Now Brady. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Prescott now. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my...
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Right there. Ready? Right there. 55. Double dart. That's the way.
Hey, motion backfield. Motion backfield.
Mike 55.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to Dorsett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 40 yards. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Nugent tacking on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. On first down. It's Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 27, Prescott. That's going to be caught.
Here we go. Here we go. 58, right over there. Get him, get him. Let's go, Ty.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 53. Win now. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Christian travel. Check 25. Goal 50. Goal 50.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, 49 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Nugent hits the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 44, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Elliott. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
48 for Mike.
Alert!
Brady now on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Ringo. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't make the alert. Let's go. 48.
Hey, wahoo.
Danny. Check. 48's the mic. Check.
72.
Brady. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Five.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
72.
Check. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Check.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, 66.
On 1st down, Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Check 26.
72.
Mike 48. Watch the backer. Hey, alert 48.
Let's go. Hey, check it.
Brady going to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on a 3rd down play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Cut! Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go!
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught by Penning. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
14.
Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 56 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On second down, Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down. On second and 7, Prescott eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Jason Myers on for the field goal of 30.
Myers' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Switch it. Hey. Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Fighting to stay upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Caught by Cobb. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep from... That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 71 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? When you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, kill.
1st down, Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. To try again after the sack. Prescott letting one fly deep, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 83 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Robert Quinn. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, alert.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first down.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score.
And New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. All right, hey.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike 54.
I got it. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go, kill.
Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
This down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line. First and 10 at the 49-yard line. 49 yards. 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 49
Kill.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Running with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Right here.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 50 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown!
Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is there hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season or are we talking about the future?
Well, let's do in the... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin. 67 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
One, Omaha. 11, 11, 11, 11. Hey, Alpha.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
One, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Prescott on first down. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
The tackle by D4. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Niners, 33.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike spot 4. Silver. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They run again with Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On 1st down, here's Breida. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles Onisis. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, 47. Right there. 54, right there.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Othello Witherspoon on the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.